Hello, good morning to you, everybody in crypto world. It is February 2nd, and I just want to go over the market a little bit and tell you 5 things you probably don't want to do when you're trading cryptocurrency. I've made a few of these mistakes. Hey, we all make mistakes, but if you're learning from them, is it really a mistake? I don't think so. So let's talk about a few things that I got on my mind. Number 1, chasing pump and dumps. Guys, right now it's pretty tempting to want to get your money into whatever's green. You check the Binance and you're like, oh wow, this thing's up 40%. Maybe I should dump all my money in, right? No, it's probably a shit coin, and it's probably somebody in some orchestrated group that's trying to pump up a coin in hopes that you would buy into it, and then they'll just sell it when when they're ready. Chasing pump and dumps is not a good idea. I have an example of this. There was a coin, it's like Aurora coin or something. In the very beginning, when I first started off doing this, I put $100 in this thing because I saw it was up. Oh, get this! It was up 70%, and like a total noob, dude. Buy that shit. I'm gonna go to bed. I'm gonna wake up. It's gonna be up 300% or 4,000. I didn't know. I thought crypto, everything went to the moon. Didn't you? Bet you did. So anyway, I wake up in the morning. Guess what happens? All gone. My $100 turned into about 10. Yeah, $10. And guess what? I was even more of a noob. This brings me to my next point. I panic sold. Do not panic sell. That's point number 2. If you panic sell, guys, you're instantly like losing money. Instantly, you're done. Like, you guaranteed yourself a fail. And who wants to do that? That actually wasn't my second point. I wrote down some points. The second point, don't miss a decimal. I've heard about some people that have missed the decimal like one spot, and they've sent $300 to a exchange when they wanted to send 30. And then they got eaten up in fees. And over the long run, you do shit like that, you're done. You're gonna lose all your money. So don't miss those decimals. It's not the biggest point in the world, but get it? Biggest point. It is one of the biggest points, is that decimal point. So make sure you're not missing out on that. Number 3, you do not want to send the wrong coin to an address. So if you have your Coinbase app, you got some Ethereum, and you notice that EOS is looking good, or Substratum, or whatever tickles your fancy, you want it. So what are you going to do? You're going to send your Ethereum to a Bitcoin address, right? Right? No. People have done this, man. I have heard stories of people sending like $10,000 in these little Discord apps. He's like, yeah, man, I sent $10,000. It's in it's in a Bitcoin address, but the problem is I had Ethereum, man. I sent Ethereum to this Bitcoin address. How am I going to get it back? There's no getting it back, dude. You just lost your money. So do not send your money to the wrong address, guys. There's irreversible damage. Number 4, do not overtrade. It may be tempting to go onto this Binance app or whatever exchange you're using. Think of it like a casino. I've talked to people, I'm at the skate park. I talked to this dude when Bitcoin's going up. He asked me, he goes, do you know about Bitcoin? I go, yeah, man, I got a little bit. And he's just like, I've been trading and I've just been losing. And I go, what? You're losing? Everything's going up. He's like, yeah, I think it's the fees. He kept saying something about fees, and those fees are going to eat you up. It's a little bit by a little bit. Plus, why are you going to do like a short-term trade when you can make you're going to make 20%? That's a lot, actually. Say you're doing 10%. But if you were to hold it for like 5-10 years, you might make 3,000%. Something substantial. So, I mean, don't go for the over trading idea. Like, I'm going to sit down and be Mr. Wolf of Wall Street. You might, and congrats, man. If you're doing good trading, I applaud you, because I just don't want to. I don't know. I just don't. I have more things to do, I feel like, in my day, and I just don't want to be stuck at the computer. Brings me to number 5, overconfidence. Guys, do not be overconfident when you're trading, positive or negative. And I got an example for both. I was negative on something. I had some bad thoughts. It was Ripple. It was around 20 cents. Well, to be fair, I had some pretty good thoughts on Ripple. It was how do I say? All right. First of all, here's a story. My friend, he's telling me, yo, don't get into Ripple. Don't get into Ripple. And I'm looking at it. It's way low. I looked at the chart. I'm like, dude, this thing's like 20 cents. Why not grab a little bit, right? And he starts talking to me. He's like, yo, it's a banker's coin. You don't want the banks involved. They can inflate this shit, yada, yada, yada. And I sold my Ripple. What the fuck? You know what happened, man? That shit went to $3. I would have had my first car right now, dude. But I sold. I was negative on a position, and I listened to people around me. My first gut was like, yo, Ripple's gonna pump. And I got talked out of it. So if you got overconfidence, a negative or positive, that can hurt you in this market. It can hurt you really bad if you're overconfident and be like, nah, that shit sucks. Because then it might moon. Or the opposite. You think this shit's gonna go to the moon. You're like, yo, Cardano, bro. Fuck all y'all. I'm fucking with Cardano or whatever fucks your coin, whatever gets you off. If you think that's the coin, be careful. You might be overconfident on that coin. Step back, think about it. Are you overconfident? You need to check yourself and make sure, you're playing your game right. So I appreciate to the one viewer here. You're awesome right now. I'm sure there's going to be more later on. I just want to get hyped, man. This is a shopping spree. I'm looking at, Ethereum, EOS, and Roblox. Those are my favorite right now. I got a little bit of Bitcoin, but I think the flippening is about to happen, and let's get hyped, man. I'm gonna go to the moon, baby. Let's all go together. You got your discounts that you wanted. You've been praying for discounts. All of you guys been praying for this shit. I hope you're ready. I hope you're ready to buy when it's actually time. I salute you guys. Let's blast off. See you guys. I don't know how to end this. Woo!